Chosen one, chosen one, chosen one. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell your friend, tell your cousin. We are back, y'all, with another one.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So listen, I'm going to get straight into the video because I don't want to hold you no longer than I have to. Y'all, please excuse the light. I got to do what I got to do right now. But listen, baby, the devil and the enemy is threatened by you. The devil is threatened by the fact that you now know who you are. The devil is threatened by the fact that God has given you such a great assignment. The enemy is threatened by the fact that you stand up and you no longer take their foolishness. The enemy wants you to stop. He is threatened by the very thing that God has given you, the essence of who you are, the way that you speak, the way that you show up, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you believe, the ministry that he has put inside of you, the words that you speak out of your mouth. The devil is threatened by everything by you. So baby, when he come against you, you better know that it's for a reason. On today, I want you to know that you cannot be stopped, baby. The devil is threatened by everything that you do. And if you did not have an assignment on your life, if you wasn't called, he will not be trying to come against you and that which God has placed inside of you. The devil is totally threatened by you. Him and his two-star business is totally threatened by you and your kingdom assignment. So listen, y'all, before I get into the video, I absolutely love all of you. I pray God continues to bless you and strengthen you and build you up in this season, and that you continue to walk forth boldly. Boldly. Thank you for every seed. Thank you for every word of encouragement. Y'all, we pushing forward in this season. So now let's get into this message. Y'all, so I had a dream last night. And in this dream, I was talking to 3 women, 2 girls, and then an older lady. This older lady must have been their mother or an aunt to them, but I feel like she was just an older lady than what we were. We were sitting outside, sitting in the sun on the bench, and we were talking in the sun now, the light on the bench talking. But somebody mentioned them. I don't know if somebody said the light was too bright, it was too hot, whatever it was. But then we shifted over into some shade. But the moment we shifted over into the shade, the energy switched up. It's like it all of a sudden became just a little weird. But then my dream switched over into one of the girls saying, "Jake, let's go. It's feeding time." But as she said that, it was like a door opened. And when she opened the door and I looked back, there was a snake like in a cage. You know how they have like the clear cages that they have for the snake. It was a snake in there, and Jake was the snake. But it was just a quick glimpse when I turned back and looked. But when I looked down in my hand, y'all, I had a snake connected to what looks like, I don't know, it's like a string. If any of you were latchkey kids, or maybe your kids were latchkey kids, you know that string that you have, you put around your neck because you don't want them to lose the key. But you put it around your neck, and then you can pull the end up, and it'll tighten the rope. It'll tighten the necklace. So I had the snake connected to the string, y'all, by the tail, and I was spinning it around, spinning the thing around. And I remember it feeling like a game to me as I'm spinning this snake around. And I remember thinking not to let it wrap around my hand because I was spinning so quick and the snake was just wrapping or just, spinning around. But it was a whole game to me. I was just remembering, though, again, not to let this snake wrap around my hand. And that was the dream. Listen to me, baby. Some of you are coming out of a season where the enemy has had you in a complete chokehold. You are coming up out of that season where the enemy has had you in a complete chokehold. I told you that rope around my neck. It had the snake of the tail, though, wrapped on there. You are going to be released in this season. And when God releases you in this season, you will understand why he was coming against you. You will understand why the devil was trying to stop you. You will understand why he been trying to attack your body. He do not want you to know what you have in your hand. He do not want you to know how great you are. He do not want you to move forward in your assignment. But baby, God's saying this is the season now where you will have the enemy by the tail, and baby, he gonna be roaming around trying to figure out where he going to and fro, but yet he will not be able to find you, baby, because you're gonna be in a whole nother dimension, on a whole nother level, untouchable. In that dream, it was a whole game to me as I'm spinning around, making sure that this thing does not wrap around the hand. What's in your hand? And so, y'all, God brought Moses to my mind. He brought Moses to my mind. God said, Moses, I need you to go back and get my people out of Egypt. I need for you to go and rescue them. Listen, y'all, as chosen ones, we are sent here on this earth. Your assignment may not look like Moses. You may not be out here trying to save people like that, but you have a light on you. You go into atmospheres and you give people hope. You give them joy. You go into the environment and you switch the entire environment by just you coming into the room. And that's why the devil hates you. That's why you become a threat to him, because you go into places and you shift the atmosphere. You shine your light. The way that you show up, the way that you speak, the way that you carry yourself, the heart that God has given you, the vision that he has given you, the ministry that he has given you, the business ideas that he has given you. The devil hate that for you, because the moment you step into that, the moment you realize who you are a whole threat to him. And because you have stepped out of darkness and now you are in light, you are now a threat to him. Even if God has not revealed everything to you in this season, you are still a threat to the devil. And to every minion that he tries to use, you are a threat to them. And so God said, Moses, I need for you to go and rescue my people. Moses like, who? You talking to me? Because I stutter. I can't even get my words out. You want me to go and rescue your people? God was like, yeah, I'm sending you. I'm sending you. Many are called, few are chosen. I'm sending you on this mission to go rescue my people. And so so Moses said, okay, well, if that's what you want me to do, who shall I tell them sent me? God says, tell them that I am sent you. People looking at you and they trying to figure out who you think you are. That I am sent me. Who told you you can start that business? That I am. Who told you you can come up out of poverty? That I am. Who told you you was healed? That I am. And so Moses is looking around and he like, I want you to get somebody else to do it. Ask somebody else. I'm stuttering. I don't know how to speak. I don't know what to tell these people. I'm sitting in this house and I'm living with these people. They keep doing stuff against me. They keep coming against me. I don't know what to do. I can't even put my stuff in the refrigerator because they eating it up. Every time you turn around, they listening to my conversations. They monitoring me in the house. They going through the trash trying to see what I ate for the day. Ask somebody else to do it, Lord. Why you still got me in this place? Ask somebody else to do it. Every time I go on this job, I'm trying to do good. I'm trying to speak. I'm trying to show up and I'm working harder than everybody else. Yet they keep giving me more work because I'm working, actually doing my work. Ask somebody else to do it, Lord. Why you keep having me in this position right now? I'm sick and tired. I'm wounded. I've been hit. My body is in pain. I'm tired. Ask somebody else to do it, Lord. Why are you doing this to me? Ask somebody else to carry out the assignment. But just like Moses, God says, I'm sending you, regardless of how you think that you're not adequate, regardless of your inabilities, regardless of what you feel like in this season. God said, I chose you. You got the special assignment. You got the anointing. You got the power. I gave it to you. And so now it's time to do what? Walk heavy, move forward. And so God says, Moses, I'm sending you. Tell them that the I am sent you. Moses said, okay, but what else you got to offer? When these people say, when I tell them that the I am has sent me, what else you got to offer me? You got some evidence to go with that? And God says, what's in your hand? Moses showed him. He had a staff. He had a rod in his hand. So God told him, throw that on the ground. Moses threw the staff on the ground and it turned into a snake. It turned into a snake. And when it turned into a snake, it scared Moses. It scared him because he looked at it as a rod. He thought it was just a rod. Just a rod. That's all he thought he had in his hand. But when he threw it on the ground and it turned into a snake, it scared him. And so God said, now pick the snake back up. Pick the snake back up by the tail. The same thing I told y'all in the dream when I had that snake connected to that chain and I was twirling it around, it was connected to it by the tail. He said, pick it up by the tail. When Moses reached down and picked it back up, it turned back into a staff. God says, what's in your hand is what you will defeat the enemy with. I told y'all at the beginning of the dream, as I was swinging it around, I remember making sure that this thing did not wrap around my hand, around the pressure point of my hand. because the blessings are in your hand. You've been already given what you need to defeat the enemy, to carry out the assignment, to start the business. You are already healed. Nobody has to validate you. He said, tell them that the I am sent you. And so you think you just got a staff. You think you just got a rod. You think God is just saying you beautiful. You think God is just saying, oh, you powerful. No, ma'am, no, sir. You are gifted. You are anointed. God has graced you with the favor and the strength to move forward in that thing. The very thing that the devil is trying to stop you from doing. God could have threw that rod on the ground and that thing could have turned into a toad. It could have turned into a bird. But he intentionally had Moses to throw it on the ground and it turned into a serpent, a snake. He's telling you, you have power, dominion, authority over that serpent, over that snake, over that situation, over those people. You do not have to live in fear. You do not have to think that you are not equipped. I've given you what you need in your hand. Give it to me, throw it on the ground, and let me show you what it is, what to do with it. Grab that thing by the tail and take full control of it. The devil is threatened by you, and he don't want you to know what you have in your hand. He don't want you to know how powerful you are. He wants you to feel like you're stagnant. He wants you to feel defeated. He wants you to feel like, woe is me. I'm always sick. I don't have no money. Get somebody else to do it, Lord. Why would you choose me in my background? Why would you choose me? I'm still stumbling. Why would you choose me? I still don't have it all figured out. Why would you choose me? And God says, I gave you what you needed right there in your hand. And the devil is after that. The devil is after your assignment, your calling. The devil is after you trying to break the generational curse. The devil don't want you to move forward in that very thing God is calling you to do. He's threatened by you. The enemy is threatened by you. And everybody that he uses, they are threatened by you, but they are weak. All you have to do is grab them by the tail, baby. Grab them by the tail. And the moment you realize what you got in your hand, the moment you realize how anointed you are, how powerful you are, the moment you realize that God has truly put something in your belly and that you have something to say, you have something to offer, baby, it's a no stop. It's a no stop show for you. It's going to be all gas, no brakes. And that's what the devil don't want. That's what he's after. He's threatened by you. Your enemies are threatened by you. And these people that I talk about, y'all, I don't care what title they hold in your life. These people can be used because they are unhealed people. So the devil is able to use maybe your family members, that person you call him bestie, your boyfriend, even your husband, your wife. He can use these people because they need to be healed. And so he enters into the smallest crack because he after you and your calling and your destiny. He wants you to be in chaos. He wants you to have your focus on these people, because when you take your focus off of God and put it on these people, you forget what you have in your hand. You forget. The devil not coming after you for no reason, baby. He's threatened by you. They're threatened by you. In this season, God is going to reveal to you just how strong you are, just how anointed you are, just how powerful you are. Don't you prematurely give up on this journey because of your now. Don't you think that just woe is me, everybody coming against me, this just happening to me, I don't really understand it, the attacks are back to back to back. Baby, that's a reason for that. You are great. You're carrying something that the devil is after. And the moment you are released, the moment you grab that thing in your hand and you know what it is, oh, game over. Game over. The devil is threatened by you. And everybody that he uses, threatened by you. They are not in any kind of better position than you. They don't have no kind of authority. Even if they feel like they have authority here in the physical, you have more authority in the spiritual. And I told y'all, everything we do is spirit led. We are spirits in the flesh. We come here and we're having a human experience, but we are spirits. So if you have the authority in the spirit realm, baby, you ruling over everything. You're ruling over everything. Know that. Own that. Operate in that. Trust that. Don't apologize for that. Let them deal with their unhealed wounds. Let them try to figure out what they need to do. You focus on you. You be bold. You speak up if you have to. Listen, y'all, I don't want this to be too long. It's longer than what I really wanted it to be. But when the Spirit speaks, the Spirit speaks. What do you have in your hand, Moses? It's more than just a staff. It's more than just a rod. The devil is after you for a reason. The enemy is after you for a reason. What's in your hand? What is it? Why he keep coming against you so strong? There's something special about you. They're threatened by that very thing that God has placed in your belly. That very thing that God has given you the vision to do. That very thing, your heart, your mind. God has anointed us to be lights, to be hope, to heal this world, and the devil is after you for that alone. Don't you dare give up. Don't you dare back down. Stand up, straighten up your back, and walk boldly in this season. I love y'all so much. Continue to make movement, baby, because ain't nobody mad about it but who? The devil. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.